This addicting game has lots of bright colors and fun shapes, so it's perfect for me. Also, if you have any issues with flashing lights or that sort of thing, this is absolutely not the video for you. Click away. Before getting started, we've got upgrades. 1 piercing, 5% extra damage, 5% extra fire rate, then we're going to go 1 more piercing and another 5% damage. Also, we're going to steal HP when we kill enemies, extra armor, HP regeneration, and stun. Aside from that, I think I'm going to want more HP regeneration. That just seems like it's going to be really good. Then for blue stuff, I think we're actually just going to go for as much XP gain as we can get. And then just 5 points into everything else, we're good to get started. There's something about the shapes and colors and effects of this game that really just does it for me. To begin, we're doing 1.7 damage, and we already found multi-shot. So instead of 1 projectile out the front, we now get 2. You know what? Let's do that 1 more time. Since we got it, we're now firing 3 bullets already. That's more than enough to defeat the triangles. Okay, it just wants to stack multi-shot on me, and I'm not going to complain. We have max multi-shot already, which is what we might define as overkill, but that's exactly what we're here for. Split shot is also good. It decreases fire rate, but it also has all of those bullets split into more bullets. So we have enough to kill a small army, and we're fighting single enemies still. I rerolled Pulse, hoping for something better. We don't want regen right now. We do want torpedoes. So now, along with our many bullets, we have a torpedo randomly firing out and seeking out enemies. And that's just a little bit more overkill for us. We're going to increase our damage by 15% on all weapons. And that would be 15% damage per bullet. So that's actually a really big increase to damage for us. Increase all weapon fire rates by 15%. Good. We lost a little bit of that with some of our upgrades. We're pretty soon going to have a machine gun that fires this many bullets. It's not exactly a slow firing machine gun now, but it's going to get crazy. Increase weapon damage by 15%. Starting to get some bigger shapes showing up, but they don't last very long before they disappear. Overclock again. Fire rates going up so we can absolutely destroy the bigger enemies. Not even 2 minutes in, and we are absolutely wrecking everything. And we've only got 1 other weapon on us. I don't want teleport. I don't think I want range, so we're going to try and re-roll this into, hey, look at that, more damage. Damage is always my answer. It gets me out of every little problem. Every once in a while they spit out one of those. Those are the upgrade points, but we need a lot of those at this point to get any upgrades, so we need to shoot them whenever we see them. Another level up. I think we're on fire rate at this point. Let's get all of those bullets going out quicker. Damage and fire rate are essentially going to be the same thing. They're just going to increase DPS. And luckily the experience has a way of just making itself to me. I don't need to find it, so when we're killing things off the edge of the map, no problem. Might be time to add another weapon, a neon scythe. So that's just going to circle around us and help keep us safe, and that's good timing because we're being attacked by little fast enemies that I'm not likely to see. They're the size of a flea, so my enormous circling scythe should absolutely destroy them. Although it did get hit by 1, it didn't do a lot of damage, and I'm pretty sure we're regenerating HP. I guess we'll make our scythe a little bit better, and here's where we get to start picking different upgrades for the different weapons. Let's make it do 30% more damage. It is going to circle slower, but that extra damage is certainly going to hurt. Especially combined with our base damage upgrades, there's just a lot of damage to go around at this point. I just want more enemies though. More enemies on the screen so I get more experience. I want to kill as much as I possibly can. Okay, let's increase damage by 15% again. That includes the scythe and our torpedoes. Okay, we got the boss coming in. It's coming up in the top left, as you can see by the bullets it's firing at us that are hard to see. We just got to keep circling away from its bullets though, and it will shortly be dead, especially if we get our scythe involved in the business. We've gotten right behind the dreadnought. We're taking lots of damage from something. Might be that ship behind us. Or wait, what's hurting me? Oh, it's still firing at me. I didn't even realize. I didn't know it could fire out the sides. I'm paying attention. The dreadnought is now dead. We gotta regenerate some HP. While we're doing that, we're gonna make the scythe even better. We got a great quality. More damage sounds fun. And as long as none of the enemies touch us for a second, we should be able to regenerate our HP actually really quickly. Because when we kill them too, we do get HP back. Looks like our base damage is up to 1.8 per little bullet. More experience is also going to be big at this point. We definitely need as much of that as we can get. The more we can upgrade, the more powerful we're going to get ultimately. Okay, we're going to increase our split shot. So it's going to be more AoE damage, and that's going to be good for us because we're firing a lot of bullets as well. So if they split even more times, well, just a lot more DPS going out and AoE. So I'll have to not aim pretty soon. I re-rolled this one twice into where it's going to be level 5 damage. So it's an extra 15% damage to everything we do. So our base bullets are up to 2 damage. It's a flat 2 damage, and they're firing out quickly. And there's just a lot of them. I'm going to take XP gain at this point, especially because XP is slowing down. Enemies are speeding up, like spawn rate though, so that's helping make up for it. The big blue bar at the top is getting full again. There we go. Already leveled up again. Let's do a max level. No, let's do experience. Probably should have done experience from the beginning, but better late than never. It's still going to give us big bonuses now. Okay, split shot 1 more time, so that's at max level. Because we're getting lots of these small enemies again, I figure the AoE will help to thin them out without me taking damage, because they can be really hard to see before they hit me. Like that one. I'm going to upgrade my torpedo at this point. There's a unique quality. Doubles the fire rate, halves the damage. Do we want to do that? I'd rather take 30% damage. So at least when they go out, we know they're going to hurt. And our fire rate should be pretty good overall. Plus, I think they're splitting anyway. Like once they go out and hit something, they split into smaller torpedoes. At least they're supposed to. Or at least I think they're supposed to. Yeah, there we go. They're all splitting up here. Okay, let's upgrade some more torpedoes. I think this time we're going to do it. Double the fire rate, half the damage. We did just increase damage by 30%, so we're sort of splitting the difference. But now we're firing a lot of torpedoes that also split. So the screen is suddenly full of torpedoes. And in case it wasn't clear earlier, or a little earlier before that, flashing lights warning. It's only going to get worse. Especially when we increase our fire rate by 15%. We love the flashing lights. We're going to fill the whole screen with damage and bullets. Okay, we're going to get our final upgrade for overclock, but don't worry, these things can synergize into like ultimate upgrades too once they're max level, so we still got more to go. And that does seem kind of silly at this point because we're still absolutely destroying everything. More XP gain. So I think that was level 4, so we're at 60% extra XP gain. And that's good because it is slowing down once again. Once the big clusters of enemies show up, it does still go. And that's nice because I feel like we're just continually getting upgrades. Explosive. Bullets fired from your ship explode on impact. Yes. There's no way I could resist that. We're firing so many bullets. Wow. Okay, really flashing light warning now. Lots of pretty colors, lots of pretty lights. Wow, that thing's getting close. The explosions are definitely going to add a lot of extra damage. Then we're going to continue on torpedoes. Let's say 20% damage, 10% fire rate. It's already firing really, really quickly, so we need to put some damage back on for it. Plus they're spreading out. They might also be causing explosions. It looks like they probably are. Starting to get hard to see. Don't love any of these. We'll take extra experience gain, so that's maxed out, and we should no longer draw the experience card because it's gone. If it synergizes with anything, we'll find that upgrade instead. Starting to get touched by a few things, so I got to make sure we're avoiding enemies as much as I can and killing things. Wow, that almost killed me. I'm not a very tough ship, but I do have a lot of damage. Increases regen by 0.1 per second, probably also going to be good. Just so I can be sure to put that HP back on, even though as soon as something touches me, I'm basically insta-dead, because these things are getting strong. Ooh, there are so many enemies around. I don't know if I can fight them back much longer. We'll take a little more regen, I guess. All we could do is hope to just regen, fight them off just enough. Okay, we got a bunch of HP back. We also unlocked Bomber Blitz. I don't know what that said, a new arena or something. It's really hard to read when I'm trying to focus on not dying every 3 seconds. Okay, let's max out torpedo level at least. Let's do more fire rate again. I just need more bullets going out to thin out the idiots. They are absolutely swarming me. Okay, we're in a pretty precarious spot. I'm trying to shift boost myself away as much as I can. Regen is going up. We just took 2 hits in a row. That's it. I'm going to put a piercing shot back on, and I'm going to put a faster fire rate because then we can move on to Fear Factory. So this time I'm going to go piercing, fire rate, experience gain, damage. And that experience gain feels good already. I don't really want any of these. I'm actually going to burn this one so it never shows up again. We're going to reroll that one. Fire rate up 15%. The extra, we're going to do Shuriken this time as well. The description of this level was that there's going to be lots of small fast enemies, neon sight, so we want lots of AoE. So we're definitely going to add more things, but the amount of experience we're getting is absolutely insane so far. Explosives are AoE, so I'll add some of those in. There might be little explosions to start, but explosions nonetheless. We need lots of AoE going out to kill lots of tiny idiots. Ooh, split shot as well. The colors are so satisfying in this. There's also a piercing card available. We're already piercing a lot, so that's interesting. We're also going to take an extra 15% damage. That feels pretty good. We're maybe going to hold off on torpedoes for now at least. We're going to take an extra damage because we have the Shuriken and Sight so far. I'm not sure the torpedoes are much AoE. There's even more experience gain. We won't say no to that. The more of those we get, the more upgrades we're going to get ultimately. We're going to take XP gain over No, we're going to take multi-shot. We'll get XP gain again. We need to start getting some multiple shots out. That's more AoE. Okay, we're already starting to get bigger purple idiots already, so we'll take our XP gain now. And yeah, we're going to need a little bit more damage because we're not making them evaporate. And that's actually a problem this early on. But I'll be okay as long as I'm paying attention. I don't really want pulse either. I'm going to reroll that one for split shot. Yes, split shot is a better one. That's just going to add a lot of AoE and just raw damage out there in the world. At this point, overclock's obviously going to be important. We need to pick our fire rate back up. We dropped it off just a bit, and we don't need a ton of damage this time around. We just need more like AoE and bullets getting out there. So fire rate over damage, but also XP. And more multi-shot again. That's actually perfect. It's going to bump our damage, our DPS down a bit, but it's going to put up our AoE. And look at all those pretty explosions we have everywhere. I guess we'll take more split shot, exactly more damage, and we're only 2 minutes into this. It feels like we're so much further in just because there's so much happening. Okay, here come the fast small things that are going to be hard to catch. But we got enough explosions going off everywhere. They should mostly die before we even have to deal with them. Just in case, multi-shot. I don't know how many bullets we're firing now, but it seems like a lot. Plus we have piercing too, so every bullet we fire can hit just a lot of different morons. Overclock's going to be a good one. Increase overall fire rate. That's actually really good because we did lose a lot of fire rate over whatever upgrades. Next, we're unlocking a stun thing. Stun would actually be really good too. Maybe not so much for these fast, small guys. You just want to kill them quickly. Do I want piercing? Piercing is interesting. Nope, I don't want. I already have lots of piercing. We don't really need any more right now. We're already piercing 3 or 4 times, so we'll take that if it's the best option available. But I think a lot of options will be better than that. Do I want crit chance? I don't really need crit chance. Neon Scythe is actually a big one we want. And then speed. If I just have that thing moving around me like a rocket ship, actually, it will really stop a lot of the small things from touching me. Because I think it will one-shot. What is that thing? That's a really big... okay, we got to pay attention. The map description was... ooh, lots of small enemies. But here's a random big one just to throw you off. I'm going to reroll a safeguard because I don't want to be safe. We're actually just going to take shurikens here, and it's going to be fire rate all the way. Here's another big ship. Those are getting way too close for my comfort. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I know a solution for that. It's just keep grinding until we get all the upgrades we could ever want. Shurikens. We'll take another 20% fire rate. That's perfectly fine. It's hard to even see them amongst all the bullets going out, but there are a lot of them going out, and they'll help to just splinter and thin things out. I'm not really sure what that thing over there was either. I guess we could also place down mines that explode on impact. That's going to help actually because obviously there's a lot of enemies, small enemies coming in, and one single mine will probably take out a lot of them. More shurikens, 30% fire rate. Man, those things are going to be firing so quickly. And it looks like they are. They're definitely flying out and hitting things off the edge of the screen, which is really nice for me. My favorite enemies are the ones I don't have to see at all. Okay, we're going to take more XP gain again, because we're already at level 24 and we've unlocked the stun card. Definitely getting a lot more of these bigger ships coming in, and that could be a problem because we need to focus them entirely when they show up. And then they still manage to touch us quite a bit. I don't want to be touched right now. Nothing a little more shuriken won't solve. Can we get more fire rate? Oh, look at that. We actually can. 20% fire rate. Let's stay way away from that. And already the next one spawned. We destroyed it instantly, though we must have hit it with some of the good stuff. And here comes another one. So I assume the rest of this level is just going to be painfully avoiding those big things. We're going to increase all fire rate by 15% as well. That's actually going to put our DPS up a lot. And that makes a big difference for destroying those things. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark. So we're going to have the boss, which is Razor Claw. Okay, that's dangerous. We're going to take Infliction for extra damage. Wow, did that thing just one-shot me? I don't know if I'm supposed to be close or far from it. So this time we're going to switch to the speedster ship. That way I can actually maneuver. And so far this seems to be working well because I can pretty easily move away from everything. So with this build, I basically maxed out my experience upgrades right away. And it's turned into whatever this is so far. We're going to have some multi-shot to that, but we are firing so fast and doing so much damage. I also have like a light speed scythe orbiting around me that's also stunning things when it touches them, so it's keeping me nice and safe. And then our fire rate went up even from there. We're firing so many bullets that I can't actually see anything. Like I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. And I just unlocked energy bullets, and that told me if there's a new synergy available. I don't know how to unlock that yet, but we'll just keep upgrading things until it shows up. We can also unlock Chonko at 15,000. Okay, we're about to fight the boss again, and I don't know what's going to show up. I'm just going to stay away from it for a little bit because it takes off all of my health in one shot. So if we stay way far away from it, hopefully it won't hurt us. And eventually something did I shoot at it will hurt it. And I'm actually okay with staying out here until we get ourselves sorted out. I was just informed that a synergy is available, so we just need a few more upgrades and we'll get that. I'm moving so quick that the boss just can't catch me as long as I'm moving left and upwards. I think we're pretty safe. Wow, it hurts so bad. I don't know like how to... I guess I should probably dodge that, like inwards and outwards, but that's scary because it one-shots me. Oh, here we go. So those two things, whatever, just combined. Now we get Dual Reaper. Summons 2 deadly high damage scythes. That's a tier 1 synergy. And those are going pretty quick. So I think most enemies are going to have trouble touching me. I think on top of that, we'll give it a little bit of crit chance just so that whatever we're hurting just takes a little bit extra damage. And yes, it would be nice to take out the boss. I just, every time I go near it, it hurts me so much and I'm having trouble seeing. So I'm trying to decide the best strategy to deal with that thing. Maybe if I could get right up close to it with the scythe. The problem is it'll kill me in like half a second. So I can't even like charge straight into it and do damage. This could be interesting. Enemies deal 25% less damage, but our mobility goes down by 5%. We're already much quicker than the enemies, so this might actually work. We'll take less damage from the boss. if and when we see it again. And okay, it's right down there. I'm right on the edge of where it exists. So if I could just study it for a second, we could maybe figure out how it works. We'll get in there and hit it with a whole bunch of damage. Okay, interesting. It's so nerve-wracking being near this thing. We're going to hit it with all the damage we can get, try and get a sign for when it's going to do something. It's almost dead, actually. Oh, it fires those in big loops. We got to stay just the right distance away. Okay, well, it's dead. So we'll add a little bit more damage. And we're still much quicker, and we're taking considerably less damage. Oh, we've almost unlocked Chonko as well. Chonko is now available, and we're just going to keep plowing through these morons. I don't know if any of these regular enemies can make it through my scythes yet. It seems to just be like evaporating them as they get anywhere close, even those big guys. Pretty sure I paid entirely like $1 for this game, and that's $1 Canadian, so that's quite a steal. You know what, let's turn down our mobility just a little more to give ourselves just a little more defense. We're still much quicker than the enemies. I can still comfortably outmaneuver them. And that's gonna work out okay, because even if they do get close to me, my scythes seem to eat them. Okay, I've realized there's a menu that can actually show you how to get some things. XP healing would be good for a synergy, but energy bullet, stun plus piercing. So if we just get regen, we'll get XP healing. So I'm looking for regen, stun, and piercing. If I get any of those three to max level, we'll get more synergies, which are obviously quite strong. We're getting close to the 10-minute mark though, so enemies are definitely going to get stronger. Well, there's piercing, so we'll take that for now. That's a start. There's so many enemies, we're leveling up almost instantly again. And that feels weird considering like how far into this we are. I guess we'll also take Pulse at this point. Unleashes a huge pulse that pushes enemies back. I'm going to burn Brawler at this point. Oh, actually, we're going to get regen, because we can stack regen up. Okay, there's more stun, which we also need for one of our synergies. In 15,000, I get something called Power Shots, and Power Shots sound like exactly the kind of thing I would like to play with a lot. We're past 11 minutes now, so enemies are getting frequent. Like, they're really starting to build up, so I'm gonna need some more damage somehow. Like, a lot of it. Also quite quickly. Never mind, a single enemy got through and killed me. A single one. But we got a big synergy, and that was fun. This might be the best dollar I've spent since that weekend with your mom. I use my little laser to destroy the asteroids, at least until my energy runs out, at which point, and you're not going to believe this, we upgrade things. We can get +1 bit per minute. We have 11 out of the 4 needed there. There's also a bit mine that we can't seem to do anything with yet. And we don't have enough to increase the harvest speed yet. So I believe that's working in the background, so we'll get back to farming asteroids. It's not quick yet, but I have a feeling it's going to get pretty wild. There's even a baby asteroid.
Got it dead real fast.
So I think we made 6 bits that entire time. Combined with our background earnings, we might be getting somewhere. We can get +5% increased harvest speed. I'm not yet sure where the harvest speed applies to, but I'll take it for now. We'll just keep upgrading things and eventually we'll be stupidly powerful. It's like anything, if you're not good at it, just do it for 1,000 hours. Something's gotta click eventually. Pretty consistent, 6 again. So let's turn up the harvest bits per minute. I think we're at 2 per minute now. So if we want, we can just sit back and relax. Okay, so the pieces that we're generating, we now have 3 of them we can spend over here. So we could get more power, more attack speed, more spawn rate. Since we can't kill what's existing there, we're going to take increased damage and increased attack speed. So let's increase our damage by a further 5% to asteroids. Now those stupid rocks won't stand a chance. We're at least 3-shotting them, so that's a start. Once we're 1-shotting them and spawning the whole like map worth of them, then we'll be getting somewhere. It's just going to be pure dopamine and upgrades from here on out. So this time we got a massive 6. So let's do this up again, +1 per minute. If I'm understanding this correctly, this adds 1 per minute, so that's a 50% increase. This is a 5% increase. But I've been wrong before, I am pretty stupid. There's another 5% damage and another 5% attack speed. It is a nice feeling though, every time I come back to here, we've got a bigger number there. So let's buy even more of that. Let's get a 10% more power capacity as well too. I think that just means we can live longer out there in space, so we'll buy a few more points there. Because if I'm not firing my laser towards rocks, I'm not being successful. This did feel slightly better. We did even get an increased 1. Just to be sure I'm understanding this correctly, I'm going to spend 11 on the faster processor speed. Attack rate is going up by a considerable amount, and we're even going to increase the asteroid spawn rate. It does get a little bit lonely without them. I've got to go so far just to see one. That was better. We made 10 that time. And we'll turn up our harvest per minute. I think that just means like the number that when they get to the top, that's how many we get. So it's not really per minute, it's per cycle. And this increases the speed of the cycle. Probably. Increase attack speed 5%, increase attack speed 10%. Increase attack speed by further 5, and then we're out of money again. Except for asteroid spawn rate. I'm actually so surrounded by asteroids, the arrow went crazy. I didn't know what direction to go in. The fire rate is noticeable though. It's getting much better. I decided to do several cycles. Now we're up to 10 of those points and 21 green ones, which means we can increase the harvest speed again. As far as augments go, we're probably going to want more damage for sure. Damage, 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 damage. So now we're almost killing them in 2 shots. Once we do that, we can turn up the spawn rate to make more of them appear. Because right now, a lot of our time is just wasted wandering around. Now we're getting somewhere. 29 greens, 10 of the whites, which means we can go up the number per minute. And we'll also increase that speed. So I think we're getting 6 per minute now, or per cycle. I'm going to increase the asteroid spawn rate at this point. The more those that show up, the better we can do. Also, 10% more energy capacity as well. So there better be a lot more space potatoes. I really need just a little more damage. Pretty sure another 10% would easily do it. Back at base, we're going to increase the harvest speed by another 5%. It's now 4 points to increase damage, but that's absolutely worth it. We'll also take a little bit more attack speed, and now we'll hopefully be able to kill them that much quicker. It's still not quite in 2, it is just shy of it. So after this, we'll be able to get that, and then we'll be able to defeat many more. We're really quickly going to upgrade that before that closes one more time. We got 7 just for that, which is great. Increased front bullet shot by 1. Oh, that's actually a huge increase. I think we can actually get that twice, so we'll get 2 extra shots. Am I understanding that correctly? That equals 3. So we're still not quite going to be... Oh, maybe we are one-shotting suddenly. I don't know how that works either. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm just going to keep shooting them with triple bullet. That made a difference. That put us up to 22 per match. So harvest speed goes up by 5% again. So we're going to increase the asteroid spawn rate several times because obviously we should. I want to be surrounded by space potatoes. We'll get so many points. I wonder if we can afford 2 of those. We cannot. We're still harvesting more per minute. The next upgrade under spawn rate is increase resource magnetic range by 10%. I don't really care about that right now. Down here it's increase total lifetime bullet lifetime. Don't care about that. Increase total power capacity. I want to head in this direction instead. It's hopefully got more interesting. Increased chance to freeze power by 2%. That's also interesting. We're going to buy that. So we've got 53.5 power at the top. That should last us quite a while. But I do also see I can buy a dual mine for only 100, which wouldn't take me that long to be able to afford. Also, we're up to 22 at the other point, so we just got to decide what to spend it on. Increase damage to asteroids by 10%. Yeah, why not? And then we're going to save up for the dual mine. That extra damage finally has us one-shotting the asteroids, so we just have to hit them with 1 salvo. Provided all 3 bullets hit, they die. Ooh, I just made it 101 of these things, so we can buy the second mine. So that thing should go off every once in a while. It harvests 2 bits per minute by default. Oh, but we actually need to have a few points to spend on that. And there are different kind of points altogether. So on the other side of things, we do have 52 of these points to spend, so we can increase the asteroid spawn rate by quite a lot. It does get kind of expensive though. Hopefully those branch out into better things. The quad mine next takes 80 whatever those points are. I just don't know how to make it start producing those yet. Maybe we need to upgrade these so far and then it links downwards. I'm going to proceed based on that assumption and give it no further thought until I realize hours later that I've done something wrong. There we go. Different color asteroid might be what we need. Yeah, that gave us a different resource. So I think now that we've unlocked a new mine, we unlock new asteroids. So we'll make new resources that hopefully also provide us lots of good stuff. We're going to need a lot more damage though, because the blue ones are much tougher. So that means we can get this thing started at least, and we'll get 2 of those per minute. We'll just turn that number up because I have more minutes than anything else. Then we'll probably just take more power capacity on top of that, and that'll leave us out there in the world for longer. I don't actually want more bullet lifetime because part of the reason I think that the arrows keep like jiggling around on me is because I'm actually destroying the asteroids way out there, so suddenly I don't know where the nearest asteroid is. Like there was a point sitting way over there. Coming back around, I'm gonna gather the point from earlier, and there's even another new point there as well. So let's increase the harvest speed of that guy, and let's just give it more bits out of this one. I guess we can now increase the magnetic range a little bit. We can at least soak those things up from further away. But let's sit back for a minute and relax and let the points build up, because we got a long ways to go apparently, judging by the size of this thing. A few minutes later, we have 264 to spend. Asteroid spawn rate 3%, 3%, 1%, 1%, 1%. There's a 3% down here. There's a 1% there that leads to a 3%. I feel like these ones will converge on each other and then do something special, although I could be wrong. So we're just going to try and just increase the spawn rate everywhere we go without getting stupidly expensive. Well, I spent all my points for now. We'll just go ahead and buy whatever we can afford with our leftover money. But now we should be seeing a lot more of them. The arrow is going crazy already, so that's a good sign. Plus I got my 10% extra pickup range. Yeah, this feels a little better. This feels like we can make a lot of progress a lot of fast. So it only took me 2 rounds to make 100 of the green points, which means I can increase the earnings per minute by quite a lot. Also the speed. Same with the other thing. We'll do a little speed increase. And then we'll sit here and let it run for 12 hours and really get an upgrade. Many hours later, we have 21,000 of these. That's so many, I barely know where to start, but we'll do some asteroid spawn rate, probably quite a lot of it. More magnetic range is going to help as well. As we get further out, these are already costing up to 80, but it looks like that one is maxed out. This one is not quite maxed out yet, but it's getting there. So we've sent about 1,000 so far, and we've fleshed out this left side quite a lot. I better get a lot of asteroids out of this deal or I'm going to be mad. This one costs 640, so by the time we get to there, I'm going to slow down a little bit because we got other things we got to upgrade. So aside from the asteroid spawn rate, we're obviously going to need lots of damage. And oh boy, does it go up fast. We've already added like 100% and we've still got lots of points to spend. We get homing bullets at this point for only $160. And we have quite a few of them. So we'll take a little more damage and hopefully more homing bullets eventually. These are costing 640 now, the next one's 720. So we're going to go for the other. Wow, we spent $10,000 there somewhere. Not sure where. But when you have this much money, it doesn't really matter. We'll probably earn this back in no time. So this is currently what the upgrades look like. I didn't get to attack speed yet, but we're going to spend the rest of the money on that because attack speed is going to be very important. I can tell we have a lot of upgrades simply because of how long it takes to do this. Our homing bullets are also getting much higher reload speed as well, so that's going to be a good sign for us. And that's it. We've officially spent the money. So let's get to harvesting with our new upgraded ship. That is much faster attack rate. Plus we have our rotating bullets around us. We're sucking those points in from across the universe. This is so much easier. Plus look at all of the energy we have. We're going to be out here forever at this rate. And I'm completely okay with that. We can get tons of points or even more upgrades. This is going to get stupid. The homing bullets are nice and all, but they do disappear off the side of the map, so I don't know what they're actually killing a lot of the time. Hopefully my magnet power is strong enough it is absorbing them. It's been almost 2 minutes and I've gone through about 10% of my energy. But that asteroid spawn rate feels really good. There is non-stop things to explode. I zoned out. Apparently we lost all of our energy at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Maybe we were freezing our energy and then suddenly we weren't. Whatever the case, we got this much. Honestly, kind of thought it would be a lot more than that, but we can unlock the quad mine, which will unlock new resources for us. We should probably also upgrade these quite a bit. So we'll just click up and down until we run out of points. Wow, that one's getting a nice upgrade. That one's getting a super upgrade. And since we ran out of power, I guess we'll just get another 2% power. There's another 2% power. All right, back to work. We got new kinds of asteroids to destroy. Our damage is high enough. We are absolutely obliterating them too, so that helps. Okay, I see a red one. It also just blinked away in an instant. So our damage is really high. Coming up on the 2.5 minute mark, we're at about half energy, but somewhere here it tends to drain really quickly. 2 minutes and 42 seconds is all we got, but look at those resources. So we'll get the quad harvester going for sure. We'll just turn it up because each one of these I think is 4 per minute. So that's actually going to give us a lot per minute. And we'll make it faster. Same with the other things. And all of these are getting really expensive. We do have 357, which is a lot considering it's only been a few minutes. So we'll take a little more power and a little more power. Then we'll spend another riveting 3 minutes in space. The extra energy has pushed us to 2 minutes and 46 seconds, so not a huge difference there, but luck factors in. But we already made 500 back. That's 1/40th of what we made overnight. So that's pretty absurd. I'm not sure what more upgrades are out there, but asteroid spawn would be the one we're after and we can't afford it. So we'll let the game run for 365 days and then we'll see what kind of mess we can make. We've got some amazing new DLC and I can't stop playing it. Naturally, we're going to choose a character with a goatee known as the Captain. They get 50% experience gain for every free weapon slot. Plus, the stats we get from every level up are boosted, they're doubled. And we have something called a quarterstaff. It is primitive medieval, but it gets 2% experience gain. And since this is a character that feeds on experience, that's perfect. And he just looks really good. I'm going to poke everyone to death. I'm a professional grade poker, so what we want to start especially is more experience items. The more experience we can get, the better, and boxes, because we want to level up as fast as possible. And I did get a hedgehog. That's going to give me more damage. You know what? While we're at it, we're going to get another 4 damage. That would have been 2 if it was any other character. There's also curses now. Enemies have a 0% chance of being cursed. If enemies are cursed, they're stronger, drop more materials. Items and weapons can also have a chance of being cursed, making them more powerful. And we found an item that actually gives me damage plus a curse. That can't possibly backfire, plus 10% attack speed. I did find another quarterstaff. We'll lock that for next time. I don't want to have 2. I I want to have one weapon for as long as we can for maximum experience gain. So long as I'm holding only one stick, I get 250% bonus experience, which is something I really, really want. So we'll try and ride this out for as long as we possibly can. So long as we're efficiently killing the idiots, we don't need more weapons. We're going to get a tree spawn. I do kind of want that item, and we're going to dive right into the crowd to kill as many as possible. We're going to take more damage because I feel like speed is naturally going to show up. So we're going to buy that. We're going to combine these together. This is already doing 23 damage. There's also an item that's going to give me a further 20% experience gain, and we found the next quarterstaff that we're going to lock for next time. Now we have a blue stick. Basically a sailor with a lightsaber at this point. And it might as well be a lightsaber because it's killing these things in one hit easy enough. Range is obviously going to be a problem. We might need a big range boost to this, because this stick does not reach very far, especially when there's only one of them swinging. Attack speed would also help, of course, but as long as they're coming towards me, we can kill a lot of them at once. We're going to take more max HP because 14 is not enough. Armor is probably also a good idea. So as another 20% experience, we're not going to buy the next quarterstaff until we find another quarterstaff. We will take another 20% experience gain. So I think my base on a character with one weapon's 250, so up to I think 290% experience gain. Maybe even more, it's anyone's guess. 24 damage so far. And that's still fine, but obviously if we start running into too many enemies, that's going to be
not fine.
Oh, there's another cursed enemy. They died, so they dropped more materials. I don't know if that's going to make any difference to cursed items yet, but we'll hopefully find those eventually too. Enemies are going to be more common because we very quickly see 100 enemies. We don't very quickly see 100 items. And yes, I'm going to dive right into the center. I just need to be close to the experience. We can actually stack armor up really quickly this way, so we're now up to 8 armor, so we take 35% less damage already. There's a few things I want here. The extra experience gain for sure. We're not going to take the quarterstaff, but I'm going to lock this. That's going to give extra range and attack speed. And then it's back to poking them in the face, one at a time. Those level up perks are actually going to be big. There's a cursed enemy, especially once we start getting the like red rare upgrades on level ups, they'll all be doubled. That's going to be huge bonuses for us, which is why we need to level up so very quickly already. So we just need to, oh, more cursed enemies. Wow, look at them all suddenly. Wonder if I have a higher chance of cursed things suddenly. We shouldn't be seeing this many. Oh, we are tearing through these idiots. Want to get this tree if I can. Got it. Do we want to bring in some luck? We probably do, because that's just easy 20 luck. I'm going to buy the second quarterstaff because I'm tired of re-rolling and having it be in the way. There's another range and attack boost and also more experience gain. Our experience gain is insane. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, here's the next level 2 quarterstaff that we needed. It feels wrong with 2 sticks. We definitely lose a little bit of experience, but I guess with my experience boosting items, we still have a ton of extra experience gain. So it's more important that we survive and kill everything. Yeah, we're probably better off with multiple weapons really, because we can just more efficiently murder things. I just wanted an excuse to wear a pirate hat for a bit that wouldn't look so weird. Got another tree, got these guys. So far so good. This is only wave 6, but so far we're carrying through all the idiots. Our damage is pretty good. We got a lot of initial damage upgrades. Get the cursed one, got him. I'm going to take another 12 max HP just because that seems really big. 60 range is also great when we're using sticks. I'm going to buy that and we're going to combine those together. So still only 2 weapons, but this one does 36 damage. We know a 33% chance for loot aliens to appear. They move slower, but I want all the loot aliens I can find. That brings us to wave 7. That range feels definitely better already. We don't have any ranged weapons, obviously, but this can basically be a ranged weapon. It obviously strikes pretty far already, so if we can just add a little bit of range, we'll be stabbing through everything. And we don't need penetration with this because these sticks don't stop for anyone. As long as it's within their range, they will hit it. This wave feels really good. This just feels like a, oh, there's a, I don't know if that's considered a loot monster. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to kill it anyway. It's tough. Wow. Okay, we got it dead. Now all the enemies are grouped up. This feels good. So much experience. Yeah, get in my sticks. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Obviously, there were some enemies we didn't kill, but we can't reach them all. A landmine spawns every 12 seconds, dealing, yep. Do we want that? Not really. We lose speed. Experience gain we'll take. I'm going to take another 60 range. That's perfectly fine. Ooh, we got some good options here. Plus 12 damage. There's also an anchor over here. That does 89 damage. It swings pretty slowly. It's funny. I don't know if I should take that or not. It does look kind of funny. I think we're going to try the anchor just because it's an anchor and we're going to get even more experience. I'm also going to make items 5% cheaper moving forward, and there's another anchor, so we'll have a tier 4 anchor after this. Also, my quarterstaff is also giving me 9% experience, so we currently have a 200 bonus plus 120 plus 9. Okay, the 2 weapons is good because we're killing the big guys. This is a good test of how we're doing, because if we're not killing the big guys in a hurry, they're going to stack up. Plus, we got landmines everywhere that are going to help to disperse the horde of morons. I would like some cursed items at some point. We're getting lots of cursed enemies, which is fine, but I want stronger items. There's another one of these things. I didn't really see what he dropped last time. Okay, just a box. He's basically a tree that moves. I like the trees better though. They seem a lot smarter. Come on, swing it. There we go. Sure, I'll take another 2 armor. And 10% damage, sure. We're starting to get some red upgrades, so I'm going to re-roll, hoping for at least a purple one more time. All right, we're going to settle for more range. Oh, we can upgrade our quarterstaff. Oh, and there's also that. It gives range and re-roll price, but quarterstaffs to start. Then we combine into a tier 4 quarterstaff, 70 damage, 250 range, cooldown 0.9, 15% experience gain as well. We've upgraded all the way to the red lightsaber. The last wave should have been a little bit hard to kill things. This one should be a wave like this where it's lots of little idiots so we can just melt really quickly. So this would be good for money and experience. Yeah, if we just keep cutting them in circles, big guys are showing up again later in the wave, but that's perfectly fine. I think with our added damage right now, we should be able to take them out too really quickly. We're taking about 40% less damage too because of all of our armor up to this point. We're probably not going to stack much more of that unless it's the only option available. Because at this point, I really feel like we're lacking a little bit of attack speed. Range feels pretty good, damage feels fine, attack speed is what we're lacking. There's 20% attack speed, we'll take that, 24% damage as well. That was a big earner. Okay, we're going to take the range and reroll price. We're going to upgrade our anchor to tier 4. It now hits for 177. This is interesting as well. Once per wave, you explode for 284 damage based on all the types of damage we have. When you fall below 40% health, that's going to happen probably sooner than later. I will probably introduce a third weapon soon. We've been doing pretty good on experience, but I'm starting to feel like the enemies are able to swarm me a little easier than they should be. And if we're not one-shotting things, especially with only 2 weapons, we're going to need a little bit of help. We'll still have massive experience gain thanks to everything we have. Because as long as we got all those experience upgrades like we did, this character will absolutely thrive. Yeah, we're going to need more weapons in this. I'm not intentionally bunching the enemies up anymore. They're doing that naturally because I'm not able to kill them efficiently enough. I think this is a loot goblin, whatever down here. Whatever it was, we murdered it quite quickly. And we got to circle out of this mess. And we're getting a little bit more overwhelmed than we should be for wave whatever we're on. So we definitely need more weapons. But for now, we'll... Oh, we fell below HP and did the explosion. Oh, here's a red upgrade plus 32% damage. It's so much. We already have a 64% damage increase. Like our quarterstaff's already hitting for 113. There's a lot of things I want here. So I'm going to buy this. We're going to leave this one locked. We're going to reroll because I need another weapon. Well, there's another quarterstaff. We'll just take one of those for now. That's just going to be as good as it gets. We're also going to take that. Reroll price is going to be huge. So we have a blue staff as well, but that's fine. With all of our damage increases, we'll be doing plenty of output. It's a fun character because you want to try and have as few weapons as possible, but you get so strong because of it. And depending on how this wave goes, we might add a 4th weapon anyway, but for right now we're still getting like a really big bonus to experience gain. Probably should take a little more HP at some point too. Every time we get hit, I do see my health bar move a stressful amount. But so far so good. This wave is going down very quickly, very easily. Okay, well there's 30% attack speed. We're definitely going to take that. A trident. Oh, how could we not take a trident? Plus 40% damage against targets above 80% HP. And it's got tons of range. All right. We're going to take that as well. We're still getting a 100% experience gain bonus. Plus another 20 plus extra range and reroll. This is fun. Locked items and weapons have a 15% chance to become cursed when leaving the shop. So if we leave, once we buy that, if we leave things over around, they have a chance to become cursed and stronger. We currently have 3 curse. I think maybe because I'm killing cursed enemies is where that's coming from. It might also just be some kind of natural progression. That feels better. Attack speed and damage. My trident makes me king of the ocean and it goes really far. That is some truly S tier penetration, and that's really what we're here for. Yeah, this wave is going really, really well so far. We're starting to hit pretty hard. And this will be good too, because the more things we accomplish on this run, the more new stuff we will unlock as well. This wave almost went too easily, but I know they're going to get harder, so we're going to try and ride it at 4 weapons right now. If we could find something to replace the blue staff, we absolutely will. Let's just dive right in. Got him. I guess lifesteal probably isn't the worst idea in the world right now, considering that's an easy 6% of it. Okay, so a fish hook for sure. So whatever's locked is going to potentially become a better item, so we're going to buy that anyway. Do we want another 2 armor, 40%, and it's kind of diminishing returns, so let's not. We're getting a lot of naval weapons somehow. Oh, the naval weapons are adding curse. There's also this, adds damage, but there's a 100% chance to deal 140 damage to an enemy when dodging their attack. I mean, we only have a 3% dodge now, but that'll probably get bigger. I meant to have something locked, or maybe a few things locked over this round to hopefully get like a 60% chance of seeing a cursed item, But that's okay, we got plenty of time for that. It's only wave 13. After this round, I'm really tempted to actually get rid of the blue staff and just go back to 3 weapons. I don't know if that 50% experience gain is going to make much of a difference at this point. We have a ton of experience boosting items as it is. We're starting to get the big armor guys, but even they're dying pretty quickly, so I guess we'll see what kind of upgrades we get at the end of this and if it's worth it. If we get some good upgrades, we might sacrifice a weapon. If not, we'll just find a replacement for our blue stick. But so far, this is actually strangely effective. I didn't think it would be this strong this quickly. Well, there's another 20% experience gain. We lose a little bit of range every time we do that. I'm going to take 20% attack speed. There's another 20% experience gain. This one's fun. Lantern, 10% damage, 50 range, 15 knockback. Knocks nearby enemies back every 3 seconds. That's actually huge for us. There's so many fun new items. I want them all. For now, we're going to lock the tardigrade and hopefully turn it better. It doesn't have any stats, so I don't know if it can or will get better. I just re-rolled because I can. It was actually a bad idea, but it turned good because we have a quarterstaff that we can use for another tier 4 quarterstaff, tier 3 rather, and then a Kraken's Eye. 50% chance to explode for 52 damage when you get hit. That also adds max HP and 10 curse. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this idea. We're starting to get the wizard hats, but we're feeling very, very strong. So I like where this is going. The lantern has a cool effect too. Every 3 seconds it'll push the idiots away, which should work to our favor. Our range can still hit things very regularly, but that'll hopefully keep idiots away enough to take a little bit less damage overall. I did also just kill another loot thing that dropped me a box, so we'll get a free item out of that. There's also a tree we should probably work on killing. I really feel like I should be getting purple upgrades out of these. 18% dodge I will take because we need a little bit more survival anyway. Okay, we're getting all sorts of good things. I don't think anything here got cursed. We can't even afford this one. I will take the wings for now because 10% speed, 30 range. Items are getting really expensive, so we're gonna have to really start saving up some money. We need a lucky few weapons as well, but we're definitely got some good early luck with the weapons. We're still sort of riding that edge of having enough like damage output to like clear out the enemies. It's getting a little bit heavy, but this is sort of perfect, optimal. If I could ride this every level, we'd be doing really good. But we made ourselves really strong just from leveling up. Yeah, we still cleared out the level fairly well, so we're doing perfect. I will take 18% speed because I don't think we've had a speed boost yet. Maybe we have, but whatever the case. Oh, this got cursed. So if I buy that and combine it with the other one, it is a tier 3 cursed. So that put our curse up to 10, so enemies have an 8.3% chance of being cursed. Items and weapons have a 2% chance of being cursed. At least until I buy this, max HP and curse. So now items are going to have a 3.4 chance. So 1 in 30 items is going to be cursed. So no, I'm not really sure if that's actually going to make a difference, but I do have a purple bubbly stick. And what more could one ever really ask for? Damage is feeling pretty good. We're hitting for 300 even. And I feel like I have a good variety of weapons. Some are sweeping, some are stabbing, some do both. The stabbers have incredible penetration, which really does help me out, but the sweepers are important too. Yeah, we're wrecking all those. Those are even reds, so they're dying too. So many cursed enemies, but that's just even more for me. Yeah, so when you get the big hordes of enemies like this, the penetration really does work well because we get so far in and hit so many of them. These enemies were very quick, so they were getting pretty close to me. So we'll take another 18 max HP just for a little bit of survivability. I don't know if I actually want a tardigrade for that price. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh, here's a good one. 5% dodge plus 50% chance to heal 5 HP when dodging an attack. Our dodge is like 1 in 4, so that'll actually really do well for us. I wonder if items can get more and more cursed, or if it's just a one-time deal. But in theory, the more cursed you have, the more cursed stuff you're gonna find. So eventually we could have 100% cursed items being found and 100% cursed idiots. I'm gonna take another 8 damage here just because I want a little bit more. There's another one of these, so we're basically gonna have a 100% chance. Not really, but sort of. Broken mirror is only 18. This mirror duplicated an item. Does it mean it just duplicates something I already have? Because I'll take that. I'm just not really sure what that would have done. The cursed Viking things are actually pretty strong, and they're definitely going to hit me for quite a bit of damage, so I need to be a little bit careful. I need to be a lot careful. There's a lot of them, and they're moving quite quickly. Things seem like they're pretty well under control though. The money is starting to stack up, and that's really going to be it. It's always hard without ranged to kill enough things to make lots of money. You always got to be right on the edge of battle. We did level up again though, so hopefully we get some very rare upgrades out of that deal. Okay, this is going to be our second fish hook. That's going to add another curse, but also a 15% chance for an item to become cursed once it's locked. For these, I'm going to take another 6% lifesteal. That gives us 12% lifesteal. I'm not actually going to buy another adrenaline. Now that I think about it, that's kind of redundant. I'm actually going to take a plant for some life HP regeneration. It is cursed, so that's going to add more curse to me as well. This one's tempting. We're going to take that. I'm going to make the shop items cheaper as well. There's another fishing hook, so we're definitely going to grab that. Maybe it's going to be cursed. We'll get cursed fish hooks. I think I'm also going to lock the trident at this point. That might get cursed, and we could probably use a 5th weapon. Our experience gain is high enough that I think I can pretty much fill out my weapons should I choose to. And it feels like it's getting down to the point where we're just going to need that, just because we got so many enemies coming at us. I just need more things out there swinging to eliminate them. Doesn't feel very comfortable to maneuver right now. There's so many cursed enemies as well. I don't know what the number for cursed spawns is at this point. But I'll still take it because it gives us extra money. I realized too that I can really stop the enemies from bunching up if I do just play a little more into the center. I was playing very passively so far, but if I just actually like approach the giant horde of big guys, I can kill them pretty easily. So the trident did get cursed. We also have a cursed scar, so it has a much bigger experience gain boost. We will take that. We will take the trident. We will take the fish hook. I'm going to try and curse the black belt as well because that's all sorts of good stuff for us. And if that gets better, that would be much better for us. All right, let's see if my stupid idea can manage a boss. So far the DPS is not stellar in a 1v1 situation, but it is getting down there. And the point of this is just to survive, but I do want to defeat him. It always feels like damage gets better once the fight starts and the health bar starts dropping, but that's probably just my imagination. Enemies are starting to stack up a little bit too. That's going to take a little bit of my damage DPS away because I can have to focus on them. Also need to be very careful not to take too much damage as well. I can die. Okay, we're going to try and get a little bit more damage on the boss. This is actually a better spot for me. I prefer this over the random dots. Okay, we're going to focus nice and close to the boss. That way we can hit them with everything we got. And just about got the boss dead. Come on, we can do it. Got the boss dead. Now we just got to focus on basic idiots. They're definitely getting strong, so I'm probably going to add an extra weapon to my arsenal. We've taken advantage of the level ups pretty good so far anyway, so naturally things are going to start slowing down no matter how much experience gain we have. Wow, that's a lot of things. Okay. We're going to circle way away from all of that for a second and regroup. Okay, that was our explosion going down below 40% HP. And we're just going to keep circling. Good. This is something I wish I found much earlier. Plus 3 max HP at the end of a wave and 1 HP regeneration and 1% lifesteal. Also another 20% attack speed. My black belt did level up. 42% experience gain, 5 damage, 6 knockback, more curse. This might be stupid, but I might actually take the SMG next round. We're going to take 20% experience gain. And I realize I can click on the secondary stats, so our XP gain right now is 409. So another weapon is going to knock that down by 50. That's still just fine. An SMG would help to just get some more damage out there that I can't obviously reach and just keep a little bit of the idiots at bay. Not sure if it's going to do a ton of damage given we had a completely different build, but you never know. So far this wave is going a little better, but the last wave didn't get bad until later on anyway. But to be fair, it was a boss wave, so it should be hard. And we're going to try and stay more in the middle now. Maybe just holding still even for a sec, just dodging the bullets. This might be a better way to play this one. Yeah, that worked out much better. This wave didn't feel nearly so bad. So now I got my confidence back. Ooh, items will be 1 tier higher after the next reroll. That is really good. 18% dodge is also really good. That's actually crazy good. So now we're guaranteed like high tier items really. I'm going to take my SMG and we're going to see how this goes. We're going to re-roll into all this stuff, which isn't really great. The javelin's interesting. I kind of want to try the coral if we're going to hold still. When we hold still now, we're going to have really good regen. But I also have a single SMG, and its range is actually really far. So that's going to help knock enemies back and just kill a little bit more. It's actually really doing a lot already to keep them away. I kind of want to get touched to see what the HP regen is like. So if something could actually hit me. Maybe I found a secret. I just don't do anything at all and I win. Okay, I got hit, but my HP did go back right away, so I need to be hit by something bigger. That did it, and yeah, it actually goes up really fast if I hold still. The problem is once I start moving, it's going to be really hard to hold still again because it's scary. But I think I can actually manage that. Just move a little bit, hold still, move a little bit, hold still. Yep, that's fine. Well, we ended that wave with 400. More max HP. We're losing luck. I don't know if I want it. Yeah, we'll take that. So it looks like that item, the goldfish, is resting after a hard day's work. So it doesn't always work. It's going to show up once in a while. 3% dodge, 20% dodge while standing still. This one's fun. Bean teacher, 100% experience gain. I'm going to see if we can get that cursed. So now if I hold still, we have a very high dodge rate. We have a very good damage reduction. And if we dodge, we heal and do damage in return. So far, things are having trouble hitting me. I can just sit here very comfortably. So after every round 2, we get more regeneration and max HP and stuff. Something hit me there, but we're regenerating through it. It's funny how often those guys miss me considering I'm holding completely still. They are really big. Okay, I gotta start moving again. I love these new items. I'm never gonna stop playing this now. All right, we finished that pretty easily, $350. Well, there's a lot more dodge again, and curse, because it's a curse gambling token. So our dodge is already maxed. I don't need to hold still. 40% attack speed I will absolutely take. The bean teacher did upgrade, so it's now giving 103%, which I guess is pretty good. There's another coral, so we get more HP regen when standing still, but we're also going to get a Trident 3, which is going to turn into Trident 4. We have 44 curse as well. Enemies basically a 1 in 4 chance of being cursed, and a 1 in 20 chance of items being cursed. Wave 24 is pretty slow. Like, enemies are physically having trouble getting to me. Once I get close, though, all my actual weapons restart. That one SMG is really doing some work. HP regeneration is good, but it's not that good. I can't rely on it just to power through. I was hoping I could just be really lazy. The tentacles don't seem to want to get very close, so I'll go to the tentacles. It's a sad day when even the tentacles don't want to play. There's so much purple on the map, though. That makes me very happy. There's a lot of cursed idiots out there getting us all sorts of money and experience. So at this point, we're definitely re-rolling for higher. I would still like higher, really, but the extra range could be funny. So could the straight up damage. We'll take some more range. So first things first, let's get ourselves a better Trident. That's now level 4, 257 damage. And we're going to lock both of those. They're both cursed already anyway. I'm also just going to take the baby gecko, extra range, but 25% chance to instantly attract the material when it's dropped. It just makes me very attractive. I am a little concerned about the next boss fight, so I might have to use my holding still technique to dodge some of its attacks, because I think there's going to be multiple of them. There's that weird floating donut creature in the center. I got a little carried away chasing it. I'm not sure if I killed it. It's a little hard to see amongst the crowd. Spawns a medical turret that heals me. I'll take that. I kind of need that at this point. So this is going to give me 18 HP when standing still. We're going to take this quarters. No, we're not, but we're going to save that because we're going to combine up with another tier 4 quarter staff. Basically, I'm re-rolling a bunch of things. That's kind of fun with its lifesteal and regen as well. We lose harvesting, but we don't use harvesting this late in the game. Enemies are definitely getting strong though, so I do have to start to prioritize. When I see the guy with all the claws all over him, we've got to kill those, because if they get to survive, they're going to hurt us. And once they get their, if they're cursed, they're actually really strong. It takes a ton of damage to kill them. Basically anything right now that's cursed takes a ton of damage, so we're going to need to try and find a way to get a lot more damage going than this. It's crazy because we're actually doing a ton of damage. I hit 25 enemies with a single attack. I got an achievement for that. I guess I could take another 6 armor. No, we're going to re-roll. I want lifesteal instead. I'll take almost anything at this point. Okay, we're going to get our staff up to tier 4. That is 400 damage. And we'll take another 46 XP. That's extra damage as well. I just realized that one of my tridents is still only level 2. I could really use a better weapon there, or just a better trident, really. We're getting lots of the musical idiots in this level, which is actually kind of nice. Normally they're pretty annoying, but we're able to just really pop them like balloons. According to my health bar, I haven't even gotten hit yet, which is pretty insane. I guess we've been dodging a lot of bullets. There we go. We finally took a hit from something. Gonna get right into the crowd of idiots. I'm taking another 8 HP regeneration. So now we're 1 HP every half a second. Whatever the case, another 100% experience gain. There's a tier 3 SMG. We're going to lock that because we can turn that into a tier 4 SMG. I should probably actually avoid experience upgrades at this point, because we're going to probably die sooner than later, and leveling up is really hard to do under any circumstances right now. The nice thing about having 60% dodge though is that you can basically go right through the crowd in the center and get away with it. Like all these guys, we can run right through. Nothing even hit me there, not a single one. We also did 1,000 damage to an enemy in a single hit. I think that unlocks a new character, so it'll be fun to see what that did. For second staff, we're just going to get right into the thick of things for maximum damage. Okay, so I want a better SMG, so it's only 14 damage, but it fires really fast. And that's helpful with the knockback, because that thing fires so quickly it'll help keep enemies away from me. So I can just be touched a little bit less. So even now, wow, that took off half of my HP. That did not feel good at all. That's okay, I get enough regen, especially if I hold still, we can just put that HP right back on. It's fun to see the wave of damage once I stab into the big crowd. It's just like a shockwave that goes through them. 30% attack speed, yes. Oh, that's such a good one too. Extra stomach, 1 max HP when picking up a consumable while at max health. We're gonna lock that because if we get that curse, that would be insane. Okay, we're also gonna take a little bit of one of these. Which one's gonna be better for us? Yeah, that one. Oh wait, we can have them both because I can afford both because I'm stupid. Okay, now we gotta try that against multiple bosses. There's 3 of them. I for some reason thought there'd be 2. Whatever, this is fine. We'll make this work. We just stay away from the idiot with claws. That was almost all of my HP. That's horrifying. So we're just gonna let our HP regen the old-fashioned way by not moving. Okay, good, got it. This is going out of control. Maybe too many cursed enemies. You know, I never considered the bosses could be cursed. That would be really unfortunate for us. But we want to run with Captain. Look at all this land we have to choose from. New land in the new DLC. I'm going to start the bidding right over here. Everyone is just taking random spots all over the place. I'm actually going to move away from them because I want to be an outsider. And I think I also just got free dynamite so we can remove hard rock. I have $37,000 I should probably use on some upgrades. We're going to make our silos bigger. It's just nice to be able to store that oil comfortably. I'm going to spend $15,000 making the dowsers faster too. The faster we can get to work, the better. I also forgot to do my cheeky investment that was going to make prices on one side or the other not go too bad. But for now, we'll just send out our dowsers and get to work. I like how they're employing teamwork by dowsing the very same spot together. And both failing considerably. Maybe there's just no oil on this ground. Okay. Someone's finally found something. We're going to spend that much dollars. Taking a look. Wow. Where's the oil? Is it down there? Okay, so there's definitely two different deposits here. We're going to tap down right onto the edge of that one real quick and get some horses going. I'm also going to put a silo up right away. Okay, everyone's got something to say. There's clearly lots of oil right where I'm at. I'm going to send some horses over to the left because prices are almost $1. That's going to allow us to get some more horses to keep the oil flow going. That's going to give us the money we need to upgrade this pipe and also expand into other oil pockets for sure. But for now, let's get this single pipe upgraded. I'm actually just going to send down a quick scan right here somewhere just so we know that there is oil somewhere. That's quite a pocket actually. Prices on the right are coming up a little bit and we're actually going to have to employ that because otherwise we won't, we're going to start spilling. Okay, I'm going to dump off some more of this oil. Prices are going up. Okay, let's upgrade those horses. Please get some oil in there. Stop spilling. Prices over, they're actually going up quite high. Okay, everyone get in there. Stop. I don't know how you're spilling. There's a million horses right here. Probably going to need a further upgrade for the horses. Okay, this guy's been sitting here excitedly showing me that giant deposit down below. I share his enthusiasm. We're going to get that out. I've also upgraded both my silos to maximum tallness. Oil prices seem to be remaining quite high, so we're going to, you know what? They dropped again. Back to the silo with y'all. And now we've got the money we need to do giant, enormous scans to see how much more oil is hiding down here. But there's definitely a few big deposits that we like. We can spend about $1,000. Wow, that's beautiful. So we'll just extend out into all of those for now. Oil price on the left is coming up. We'll keep an eye on that after we do a big giant scan over here. So that'll reveal pretty much everything going on over here, which isn't really much. The oil is definitely coming out very quickly though. We're probably still going to need much better horses again. Okay, we'll take that out and see what we got. And you know what? We're going to go there and around the rock. And then we're going to place down, we have maximum silo room. So now we just got to get that oil out. So we're just going to max upgrade all the pipes and wait for prices to come up. Easy peasy. Okay, the right side is getting back over $1. So we bought as many horses as we could afford. I spent the rest of my money on scans because I can't sit still. For $1.08, we will absolutely start dumping oil in there. More horses, $1.15. Yep, we'll take $1.15 all day long. All the horses get in there, $1.16, $1.15. Yeah, we'll make some good money on that for sure. And the left side's coming up now, so we'll take that. Prices are up to $1.50, even $1.55. Oh, we're making big money at those prices. Well, since it's September and I don't know how much prices are going to fluctuate, we're going to dump the rest of our oil off for about $1, and then we're just going to sit on our hands. Prices on the right did come up to $1.50, but right at the end of the month, so it would have been really hard to actually take advantage. I actually missed an entire oil deposit in the lower left. These levels are huge. We were almost out profited as well. This is cool. The pipes can reveal a bigger area. It's like an exploratory pipe. We really didn't need that with our giant scans, but we bought it anyway. I'm not going to spend $2,200 on this. It doesn't feel worth it. We can just store our oil until prices are good. We did have pretty good land last time. Someone had slightly better. So we're going to park ourselves, I don't know, right in between the two. People are probably going to circle around these like vultures. Okay, we're going to get speed 3 horses. $25,000 well spent. Oh yeah, we can start bidding for the stocks as well. So we're just going to go all in on that and see if we can outbid anyone. Daisy actually outbid us here. She has 4% ownership. That won't do it all. Luckily, I know I'll be able to bully my way through all that. So 1, 2, 3 dowsers. You know what? Let's celebrate with a mole. Okay, the guy on the right will start over here because he's slightly closer to his refinery. That's enough. Wow, that's a big deposit. I feel like I say that every time. It's just big deposits all around. So if we put an oil refinery here, so that's got to go basically right there. Okay, 4 horses going down, and you're going to start bringing oil over there right away. Because we might as well take advantage of this giant deposit we have right below our feet. Gonna upgrade it real quick to further take advantage. Dump, dump, dump. $1,500. Oh, wow, I really put that in a dumb spot. So we'll put that there. We'll sync another scan to see what this guy's got, presumably down here. And we could probably put the 2 oil things together. Another big deposit. We'll probably just actually brute force that straight through. Perfect. Prices on the right are actually going up, but we can afford a few more horses, so we shouldn't have too much overflow. I've also upgraded for 750. We can now upgrade them again for 1,000. Back under $1, so we'll sit, but we got $1,500 in the bank. We're going to max upgrade some silos, and then we're going to sit and wait again. Prices on the right back up to about $1, so off they go. All the oil in the world can go right over there right now. Dropping back down again. Okay, let's see what idiot stick over here has found. He's waving his hat very excitedly. He's been at it for a few months, so he's probably getting tired. We'll do a big scan to make sure we're not leaving too much behind. Wow, look at your giant oil deposit. I'm so glad you showed that to me. I mean, it's hardly even worth it to do this, but we will anyway, just because we can. We're going to upgrade to $1,000 horses, also just because we can. I feel like all the oil in this level just sat in these 2 giant deposits. But now I'm curious if there's any more down here. Luckily, I can just basically scan the entire world and know for sure, just like in real life. Well, there are deposits of water, and it would be actually wise to tie into this so these come out quicker. Would that be worth it? $600? Yeah, why not? Plus, we'll get to explore that strip. Now that we got water coming in, this should supercharge these 2. Silos are starting to get full, so I'm going to start to unload a few horses over there for $1. And since we're getting up to $1.20, we're going to buy more horses and try and unload all of this oil at once. Because we got super speed horses. These are max level. 20 horses. How many horses are we allowed to buy at once? 25? Okay, we need to unload all this oil because we got $1.27. Everyone over there. Look at all the money raking in. Okay, we're going to stop it till we get another big boost. Speaking of which, prices on the right, $1.30. Every one of those 25 horses dump for $1.40-ish. So much money, and we're still pumping out of the one deposit. There's a bit of water here. We'll spend $250 just to use that to push ourselves a little quicker. The left side is up to $1.30, so we're just going to keep pumping all the rest of the oil out for that price right as we hit November, so these guys can all go home early without pay. And we got all of the oil, $42,000. That was a good one. But actually, we didn't have the best ground. That person had 50% more oil. So we're going to try and take over their spot up here. We're probably going to have to fight for this. But again, I will kill someone for this so they can get out of the way. Okay, it's time for a stock option. This time, we are going to bid a lot more. I'm going to go... Actually, you know what? Can we see how much money they have? So if I bet $13,000, no one can possibly outbid me. So luckily we can see how much money they have, so we can get guaranteed 4%. It's probably more money than we need to spend, but I'm not sure. They're willing to go up to about 5,000, which is interesting. But when I'm the mayor of the town, I'm just going to make them give me all of their money. Aside from that, I guess I'm going to get the pipe reveal range too, so when we're digging, we get massive amounts of view. I've unleashed my 3 idiots on the world. The right side cannot go below 98 cents. Then we're going to do a couple $100 scan. Bigger than I meant it to, but we got some oil. We'll get started. I'm actually going to put one of these down right away, just so I can space my things out better. I am a sucker for raw efficiency after all. You know what? For 98 cents, you guys can start bringing some of that oil in. Let's make some profit. I'm going to upgrade that pipe to full. Didn't realize the other side was worth so much. So we're going to lay some more horses down. We're definitely going to tap into the oil. I think the prices are going to exchange, so they can come back to the right side. Let's really quickly upgrade that. And then, you know, we're going to drill over to there. Look at how much space it reveals. Okay, that was actually water that we drilled into on the right, but that's okay because we're moving a lot of oil really quickly for thousands of dollars already. That means we can make informed decisions with our big green circle over here. We'll go ahead and throw that down there. That's also a large deposit. And hopefully there's another one of those hiding right here. What do we got? So he found a little deposit. I've got so much money right now that all I'm really going to do is just... go like that, and then just gonna put this one here, and then we're just gonna tie into that one and then the big one, while also connecting to a few other things. This one's just collecting water, and you know what, aside from that, we're just gonna hold oil in our silos. Maximum efficiency. I am also gonna reveal the rest of the map over here though, in case there is obviously another deposit hiding, which there often is. You see what would have happened had I not done that and assumed there was nothing here? We would have missed a colossal deposit. And this one's even got a little bit of water, so we'll use the water to also flow it forward. And there's even a small little deposit down over there. They're hiding everywhere. This is good land. I also didn't realize I'd been dumping all that oil for the price we were. That's not a huge deal, but we got to upgrade some of these pipes so this oil can get moving. Prices on the left look like they're going to come upwards. Yeah, we're definitely going to take advantage of that. We're going to have to buy a few more horses as well, probably to help take advantage of this little problem. I also accidentally misclicked, so we have max upgraded horses now. That's not too big of a deal because that just means a lot of oil all at once. The prices dropped back below $1, so everyone's going back to the silos. I've decided just to connect everything underground, figured it wouldn't hurt. You know what? We got max upgrade for pipeline, so all the oil's coming out very quick. $16 on this side. We'll take that. 20 horses dumping for that price is going to make us some money. It's only August 20th, so we can actually stop and wait for better prices again. Okay, the silos are getting full. It's October 10th, so by the time November rolls around, we got to start unloading this somewhere. We're going to go to the left side because I think that price is about to go up. And it sure is. We're going to push that just a little bit more because I do have max upgraded horses. $25. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone go dump off for that. $30 worth of oil. Lots of money. $57,000 left in the bank, and I'm pretty sure we got all of the oil. $57,000 profit, which was only marginally more than Muscle Shirt. Okay, we didn't make it down. Hopefully no one else did. We only got 186 meters. I'm not really good at that. This lady might have actually won. Land auction time. Clearly there's a nice strip up here, so we're going to try and go here beside the highest value land we've had so far. We're going to have to outbid for it, but that's okay. I can make lots of money on it. Then I wait for everyone to spend all the money, then I know how much to bid for the maple there is actually going for it. So we're going to try like $10,000 because that's not really my main enemy when it comes to stock. $10,000, is that going to be enough to defeat them? Oh, maple did outbid me just slightly. But that's okay, 4% a piece, so all the shares will get a little bit diluted. We're going to continue to save our money because I don't know what's worth investing in at this point. We've got what we need. Maybe a bigger scan, just for fun. I guess a third branch for the oil would be helpful so we can split out more times if we have to. Other than that, back to work. The usual start, 3 dowsers, all in their own spot on the map so that they can inevitably overlap each other. First scan, couple $100. What do we got? Fine, we can work with that. Pretty sure I didn't also inflate the oil prices, so we're just going to have to live with whatever they're going to be. But we're quickly able to afford our first silo, so we can sit here and wait for prices to do their thing. And it didn't take them long to do just that, so as soon as we unload a little bit of oil there, we are going to upgrade the pipe and deposit this even quicker. Okay, with the rest of the money we got from that, we're going to do a little scan here. Bigger than I meant it to. Wish I found that one first. So one silo would go here, and then this would go right here. And we don't have the money to drill down into that yet. But if I send my idiots over there for 98 cents, we sure do. Now we can get a big deposit of oil fast. Now we're back to the waiting game. So we're going to upgrade the silos. Do we need more horses already? We need faster horses. Prices on the right are coming up to $1 though, so we could definitely let a few more horses go and put them over there. Yeah, we'll take advantage of those prices for sure. Definitely also going to have to do a scan here. Quite a big one or two. We have $5,000 to work with. We're still making some money here, but I'm going to have to shut that down pretty quick. And big scan. Big oil, big water. I think we'll do 2 smaller scans on this side to save us a little bit of money. Because like that size scan fits nicely in that spot. Then we just need a few down here. We had a lot of broken little oil deposits down here, including some hard rock that I can't actually drill through. But that's fine. We can make this all work pretty nicely. I took a guess down here about where I should drill, and I missed that by that much. Right, prices are coming up quickly, so we're going to start dumping over there for $1. That's perfectly fine by me. The problem is there's a lot of little deposits, so I got to do a lot of different branches and things coming around to find all this and get a hold of it. Plus, we need its own thing right over here just to get a hold of this big one, but this is quite a big one. So now it's back to the stockpile and weight game. Prices over here are not too bad, and prices on the right are over $1 again, so we could definitely get some expensive $1,000 horses on the ground to take advantage. Prices this time around really don't want to play ball. Yeah, the way we're going, we're going to have to start unloading some of these for 80-something cents. Just enough to stem the flow of oil. You know, we're still going to have to just start unloading at this point. I just realized it is also a final month. Don't know how that snuck up on me so quickly. We're pumping oil as quick as we can everywhere. We're going to do a few upgrades, more horses, because we need all of that oil to go somewhere. Prices on the right are going up, so let's hope they can unload all of that oil like right now. December 18th, December 20th. Actually, we might just get it. That was really close. Well, at least I'm consistently near the top. So the best oil seems to be along this western edge, so we're going to take this spot. Okay, it's time to battle some of these idiots for stock. $12,000 Maple can't afford. I'm the Maple now. They tend to bet within the $5,000 range, but whatever, I'll take it this time. So the 16% that's out there, I own half of it. This land may or may not be good, given what was around it. It has some potential for sure, though. That's a nice deposit to start, so if we put one of those right there, that's mostly just for spacing purposes. But it is nice when we get one so close to the surface, because we can mine it so fast for so cheap. In fact, we're doing it so cheap that so quick that we can't even like handle it quick enough. That might be a lot of spillage. Come on, horse, I need you to make it back. Okay, that's okay. The spillage will be stopped momentarily. I could actually shut it off, I guess, but you know what? That's fine. We'll just put a few more horses down. We definitely lost a little bit of oil there, but we got things under control now. The side on the right is actually getting up there, so we're going to use all our horses to dump that out. I just realized I'm out of oil in my first deposit, so time for a few big scans. And I'm talking big scans. Well, that doesn't feel very reassuring. He's so proud of his tiny little oil deposit that's the size of his shoes. Ah, all the oil's over on this side. Got it. So same thing on this side. We're just going to do the shortest pipe possible we can. And we're going to upgrade the silo beside it, and we're going to shut that off, and we're going to upgrade this pipe twice. While I'm at it, since I got a bit of money, let's just go ahead and branch into some of these other ones. This guy's going to be here waiting for the rest of his life. It's going to be a while before I get to that deposit. Left prices are at $1.07. We'll take advantage of that for now for sure. We'll put faster horses as well. Then I got to go back to scanning to see what else is hiding out here. There might be a few nice little oil deposits hiding on us. There was at least some water down over here, so we can tie into that. I need to close this because it's down below $1. Okay, to make this little weirdo over here happy, we're going to finally mine his oil deposit. It's worth like $100. And we're going to upgrade all the pipes and probably, importantly, drill into this one over here. Right side prices are well over $1, so we're going to put some horses down and unload that oil. Getting late in the year, we got one last oil deposit to come out of the ground. The right side is up over $1. We'll wait till it's $1.15, and then we're going to start sending everyone over there because we've got a lot of oil to move. To the point where we're going to put, I don't know, 23 horses on the ground to try and take advantage because it stalled at 115. I need all that oil to go now. However, the left side might actually be about to take over that. So you know what? No one deposit anything. Okay, we're into December now, so everyone deposit again. 99 cents, I'll take that. I'm desperate. $35,000. We had a $4,200 spillage fine, but that's town takeover money. This person made almost 60 grand. I need his spot. It looks like I'm gonna have some competition with Daisy. She just won a weird competition thing. I didn't know this whole time I could have been drilling for water, so like I could pick one there and spend $1,000 drilling for water. So it's just showing us the amount of water that's in the ground. I don't know really necessarily. I guess that's for petroleum purposes, but I should probably also upgrade the water powered drill, so if we drill into water, it makes our drill even better. Given that this is lots of water and it's near some high quality oil, we definitely want this spot. Everyone's spending all their money on upgrades, which means I can buy my way to victory. $18,000 sounds like a winning bet to me. And it was way more than I needed to spend, but I want to be sure to take over this town. Depending on what we find in the ground, we might try a little petroleum this time, but we'll see. Everyone's found something already. That was fairly quick. Hopefully there's some big deposits down below that much. And we can work with that, especially when the oil immediately to our right is at $1.20 something. You can just take that and take it right in there. All you can eat. Then let's take a quick scan over here so we can just see broadly what we're dealing with in the ground. That's a lot of money, but what do I care? Prices on the left are getting up there for sure, so we're probably going to send some horses on that much oil. Alright, now we're going to put another one of these right here. We can branch very quickly and easily down to these on short, strong pipes. And there seems to be a bigger deposit down below over here, so once we get these all upgraded, we'll be rolling in oil. I had to upgrade the horses. I'm going to do it twice, in fact, because we're having a lot of spillage we didn't need. And then we're back to exploring because I think there might be a pretty big deposit down over here. I just realized we hadn't yet really tied into some of these other ones, so we better get started on that. And I think I could do one more enormous scan over here to find out whatever's left. I got a little carried away with that. Wasn't really paying attention if I was going to be perfectly honest with you, but that's okay because we found another massive oil deposit we need to get into. And now we're going to have a water drill that's going to be an even better water drill. We need to start making some money, so we'll just put a few horses going over there. So all the oil is into max upgraded pipes at this point, so now we're just going to stockpile and wait. There definitely was enough water to make petrol here, but I just couldn't be bothered. We do have an army of 22 horses currently, so we're going to keep an eye on oil prices. Our silos are getting full anyway, so gonna have to be good enough for $1.05. At least for a second. Wow, this all fills up so quickly. These are max upgraded horses. There's so much oil coming out of the ground. Left side prices are about $1.10. Let's take advantage of that and dump everything we can right now because it's October. They can move a lot of oil in a hurry. These horses, we have a lot of them. I've also expanded this last one's pipe and tied it into water to try and push that oil out even quicker. We were a little behind the ball on this one, so we didn't necessarily get all of the oil out, but it was close enough for me. We still made tons of money. It turns out 63, where I just was, I think that was my spot, had a lot of oil on it. I just squandered it horribly. But for $15,000, I can also outbid anyone for more of the stock by a lot. So we're burning money there, but I know I'm 24% of the town, so it's going to be hard for anyone to beat me. today we're going to use the Galactic Terror, known as Count Clockula, to do something stupid. And I already like the way this works, cannot block damage, but heals itself for 10% of all damage dealt to enemies. And that's just the kind of all gas no breaks thing we're here for. So basically the way I survive is by doing lots of damage, nothing else matters. So we're going to start by launching lots of knives at that idiot. We're definitely going to take 9 damage in return, but we should be able to heal through that very easily. Also, the game's on a little bit higher speed now, so it's going to be a little bit harder to strategize. And by that I mean control the claw, because not only do the things go through the machine faster, but the claw up top goes faster. But so long as we can grab 3 knives here, that guy's dead. We get 3 heals out of that. There's lots here we could use. Morningstar would be good if we could actually utilize any block at all, but we can't. So we're going to take the Hand of Midas to start getting some coins. And then it's right back to work where we left off, grabbing as many things as we can all at once just to maximize our damage. These early waves are really not going to be much of a challenge. They're not going to hurt us so much. We're going to mostly heal through it. We got another rare item that we can't use. I will take another small sword just because that's a damage doer. This is also a new feature as well. So this whole thing shakes around, it'll drop a few items in and we pick from those. Increased critical hit chance by 5% is actually nice. Critical hit means more damage, which means more heals for us. That was the only item, so that went off twice. So if you pick up a big cluster of things, hopefully the knives land first and then the sword will hit idiot in behind. Perfect. Now we're only going to take 12 damage. Then it's not really going to matter what we do. We're going to hit with the knife so we can heal for each individual hit, and 90 HP. Brass Knuckle is also going to be good. Hits the first enemy for not much damage, but gives you 1 dodge. We're going to need things like dodge just a little bit. This is also new. I'm just greedy though. I want coins. I don't care about HP. And our first boss. So what we're going to do is pick up the Brass Knuckles right away. That's going to give us 1 dodge, so he won't be able to hit us his first attack. And then we're just going to start throwing everything we can. But I should probably also pick up every one of those coins. Or none of them, because the claw doesn't actually scrape the bottom. That's fine too. You know what? We'll forget about the coins then. If we aim for the knives, we'll get the coins as well. We're taking a little bit of damage in return, but we're also healing a little bit of damage in return. Whatever the case, basically this is more than enough to kill Idiot Stick. Then we get a reward. If you pick only a single item in a turn, it gets used twice. Yes. So say we get our hands on, well, if we had got the Brass Knuckle, that would have been used twice and given us, I think, 2 dodges. And we only need to kill the idiot up front to mitigate damage, so we're going to grab some coins with it while we're at it. Wasn't the greatest grab in the world, but we're fine. We just got to keep getting damage out. I think I'm going to grab another small sword, because if we manage to pick one of those up individually, it should go off double. And to try and make sure that's going to happen, I've actually slowed the game down just a touch, and I still screwed it up. To be fair, it is really hard to pick up individual things when all the items in the machine are currently this small. But that's going to give him lots, and then we can also pick up the Brass Knuckles and I think a sword. Oh, he's going to die from that anyway. And leave us with 65 HP. Dark Sword deals 25 damage to the nearest enemy. That's lots of damage, use 2 health each time that gets picked up during the same turn. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's turn it up to 35 damage, but we're going to get 3.5 health back, so we actually don't get hurt when we use it. And I fully intend on using it. We're also going to have that pop off twice. And we're going to see if we can grab Excalibur there from the corner. And then we're going to do pretty big damage and hopefully heal ourselves pretty well. Our golden sword, well, we're going to launch it again anyway. Was hoping for better circumstances than that. But we absolutely do damage with it. And then I'm going to get a little bit greedy here and try and pick up some of these coins. That actually worked out really, really well. Because he's dead and we got the coins. Do we want to do the magnet? We probably want to do the magnet at this point. Because the magnet's going to grab us all sorts of good stuff together. So basically, if we can manage to drop most of that into the thing, we are going to do really big damage. Because our Excalibur sword thing is in there, I think. Yeah, that's going to work out well. The magnet is simply overpowered. Wow, we hurt ourselves so big with something. Anyways, we're going to get these 2 swords off, and he's going to die, and we get some healing. I now understand how the credit card works. Attacks the first enemy for 1 damage. Then we'll spend 5 coins, and then permanent damage increased by 2, so it'll be worth 3 damage, and then 5, and then 7, whatever comes after that. I'm going to spend a lot of coins doing it, but that's going to be to our benefit because permanent damage. Also, we're going to take a little bit of damage there, but also hurt him quite badly. You know what? Since we've got a big cluster of weapons here, let's throw that at him too, and hopefully get a little bit of healing in. We've got to kill him because we only have 56 HP. Okay, at this point, I actually want to try and grab those Brass Knuckles if I can, just so we get a free miss out of Idiot, and then we're going to grab the Gold Sword again, and we do also need to start on the credit card. If we get that thing high enough damage, that alone could carry us. So we'll grab that and some things. Our HP is actually going up as this fight is progressing. We're going to take some damage here, but I'm also going to pick up these two. And then that's 35 plus 10, 45 damage to Idiot. He's going to start hitting really hard, so we need to get lots of damage going out. He's going to do 25 in return, and we got to get through all of his armor. This will still be alright, but we're definitely going to need to start ramping up damage a lot. Alright, that's a lot of damage coming back our way, so we definitely need to get... That was... Oh, actually, that's by itself. He's dead. Perfect. Each time you dodge an attack, deal 10 damage to the attacker. Yes, we do dodge a lot. Speaking of which, first things first, we're going to pick up the brass knuckles, which apparently are magnetic, and we're going to do all sorts of damage, so we should be safe from damage for one hit. I'm actually going to pick up the credit card at this point again. I don't want to do a lot of damage to him. I don't want to waste a big hit on him. We want the gold sword for the alligator. That combined with a few other little goodies means he's very dead. The syringe could also be good. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5. Each time it's used, it goes up by a further 5, especially if that gets upgraded. There's a game where we can get a spike shield, which we don't want because we can't use block anyway. And we're going to go for the perk machine. Either 20% water inside the machine or start each fight with 5 block. Both of those are pretty useless to me. I don't think the block one's going to do anything, so we're going to grab it anyway. And we have 0 block. What I do have is a credit card and a gold sword. Oh, I should have tried to pick the credit card up by itself actually, but we one-shotted Idiot 1, so this is good. We did get gold sword by itself, so it's going to kill Idiot 1 and a little nothing to Idiot 2. So he's one of those poisoner types. Hopefully we can just, yeah, that's going to kill him. No problem. And put our health back on. Oh, wait. Something hit us really hard there. I'm clearly missing a fundamental aspect here because I keep taking a large amount of damage and I'm not paying attention to why. So we'll put a ring of strength on for more damage. Oh, there's 3 piggy banks at once. Do you think I can grab all those? I feel like that's an awkward grab, so we're going to try. And wow, we actually got that. We had 69, now we have 93. I'm actually at a bit of a loss what the best grab here is. So I'm going to go like that. I wanted that ring of strength because that's a good investment. But for now, we'll just hit him for a bunch of damage. His strength is going to double every turn. So we're going to try and pick up the brass knuckles by itself. Hopefully that's going to go off twice and give us 2 dodge. We're also going to pick up the credit card. That wasn't a great grab, but at least the credit card's going to go off, and that's hitting for 7. I got the gold sword by itself. Hopefully that goes off even once. It's still 53 because that was a crit. We're going to throw the syringe and some other things in. We're going to need to start ramping up that damage pretty big because he's going to dodge and hurt himself there, but now he's going to do 18 damage, and that's only going to go up. We're going to keep grabbing a syringe and the gold sword as best we can, and hopefully that's going to be enough to carry the damage. The syringe by itself would probably be more worthwhile, but we also need to upgrade it quite badly. Come on, gold sword. Oh, that was a really, really bad grab. That did go off twice, to be fair, so that is 40. I'm going to try and grab a whole bunch of this. That's so awkward to get in there, but that's still going to for 35 plus a bunch. And we're going to grab this syringe just because that's a pretty convenient, easy grab. I probably should have tried to grab that by itself, but it's up to 15 by itself. He's going to do 50 damage his turn, so he's not going to kill us, but it's going to be pretty close. So we're just going to hit him with that. We should be able to get him next turn if we don't manage with whatever this cluster of pretty much nothing is. But we're going to be okay. We just need a little bit more damage. He was going to hit for 92 next turn. That would have absolutely destroyed us. Gain 1 strength every time you take damage. That's perfect because we're going to take a ton of damage. And that extra damage in return is going to turn into healing for us. Okay, there's not a ton of damage coming our way yet, so we're actually going to pick up the credit card. I am going to pick up perhaps the grass. The brass knuckles wouldn't actually do anything for us here, so we're just going to grab a big cluster of whatever. There's also some strength involved in there, but that's going to finish off Idiot 1. That's going to mitigate some damage. We took a lot of damage there again. Okay, I now read the dark sword thing properly. I lose 3 damage for each item that gets picked up along with the gold sword. So if we can pick it up by itself, great. If we can't, we're going to take some extra damage. Now that we got that all figured out, we're good to go. We only got 1 poison on us so far, so kill Idiot 1. He's going to miss and damage himself. And we could almost kill him here if we picked up just the right stuff. I kind of regret upgrading the gold sword. If that was more by itself or bigger, that would be a much better item for us. Idiot Stick died. We actually had 10 strength there. We're definitely going to re-roll that. And do we want a second magnet? Magnets are a lot of fun. We kind of want things not sticking together though. What is that thing? It's a shield holding a sword. Or they're holding hands. Well, that's adorable. They're going to die together. I did want to pick that up by itself, by the way. That's a little bit of healing, but also 2 dodges. Then I want to get the credit card going because we're throwing that in every turn, and that's 8 damage only. Wait, no, it's supposed to be 13 damage. It must have been a critical hit on the knife that I saw. 27 damage coming in. Oh, we can take that. I'm just trying to clear all the clutter away from the dark sword. That was a better grab. They have a lot of armor. Okay, we got the dark sword with only one other item, so that's fine. We're going to tear through a big chunk of them. Then from there, it's easy. We can grab pretty much anything we want, and they're doomed. Well, I probably should have picked up more of those coins this round. But you know what? We're going to be fine. I think I also want the gold one. 10 coins. We're going to get extra damage the richer we are. We're going to be pretty rich. Okay, this is actually a really good opportunity to hopefully grab just the gold sword. Well, I wasn't wrong. It was a good opportunity. We just failed to execute. Hopefully this is double brass knuckles for us though. That'll be 2 dodges, so we're on easy street. He's going to hurt himself. Okay, I'm also going to grab those 2 things. The syringe is good to get going. The other one does 15 damage. We should be able to grab the dark sword out of there without too many tag-alongs. Well, that was more than we wanted, but we do heal a little bit for each time we do that. I think if I'm careful, I can actually grab the dark sword by itself. That's, okay, only 1 big hit apparently. But we are starting to get some pretty high damage stuff, and that's going to feel pretty good because this is all going to revolve around damage. He's ready to blow up, so we're going to have to kill him pretty dead with, well, whatever. We're just going to grab all of this, and yeah, he's dead with that. He blew up. We laugh hilariously. Do we want another brass knuckle? We probably do. Yeah, let's buy one. And now it's upgrade time. I think I want to upgrade the credit card for sure. And then we probably also want to upgrade one of the brass knuckles. 21, and then probably the syringe. Probably also the other brass knuckle. We're making lots of gold anyway, so we might as well roll with it. Okay, we got 3 idiots to fight, but we got some brass knuckles right up front. We can hopefully grab 1, maybe even both of those. Would have actually been fine grabbing only 1. But we got 3 dodge. So that's going to keep us alive for now. We got the syringe, we got the credit card, so lots of damage going out. And all those dodges are 10 damage in return to the syringes right here, so we're going to pick that up again. That's going to add, I think, 10 damage every time we use it. So big damage. And as soon as we actually start taking damage, we start building up some strength, so our damage goes up. They have so much shield, but there's our first 2 strength. He's going to reflect on himself. I'm going to try and grab this syringe by itself, so that's going to go off twice, but add a further 20 damage to itself, so bomb is dead. I wanted the ring of strength again, plus we're going to get this going off. We're going to take 2 hits here, but that's also going to give us quite a bit of strength, so we'll be able to respond with more damage. And there's also the syringe again, plus a strength ring, so we got lots of damage going back. So I'm going to try and get in there and grab some coins and just a few knives. That should be enough to finish off him anyway. He's going to dodge one. We're doing big damage. He's got 1 dodge, so we need 2 items here. Hopefully we do enough to get some big heals. I don't actually want any more items. I'm tempted to get rid of the dark sword when we actually have an opportunity to. I feel like it's going to start to work against us, but we'll see how this next little bit goes. We could decrease the health of all enemies by 25%, which is actually huge. Or we could increase our critical chance by 5, which we're gonna. And then we're going to work syringe only, so that's going to go off twice. So that's going to be big damage for him already, 515. Then we're going to pick up only the good brass knuckle twice, so that's going to give us 4 dodge. And there's our beautiful credit card and some coins to go with it to help pay for itself. We still have 4 dodge, plus if we pick up that by itself, we can get an extra 2. Plus every time idiot misses us, he takes damage himself. So this is actually kind of a fun little build, and it's going to scale really, really well. And if we pick up things like the syringe, that's only going to keep scaling our damage up and up and up. That was 11, the syringe hit for 45. And the syringe is about to go off twice, so it'll be 55 and then 65. I actually don't want to break all of that up, just because it's nice having the syringe drop out here where I can easily pick it up by itself. We drop that in, that's going off twice as well. Even that's 40 damage and tons of heals for us. This isn't the quintillions of damage we were doing last time yet, but that was still 76 or something. Magic Mirror is also good. The first item used each turn is used twice. Or whatever. Okay, we're getting rid of the dark sword here. That's just going without mercy. It turns out if you walk to the right, you can't go back to the entrance to the blacksmith I wanted. So we might have to work our way around. So to start, we're going to try and grab only the brass knuckles. Hopefully this gets used twice. Not really sure how that's going to go. It did! 6 dodges. We're basically invincible already. But just to be sure, we're going to start hitting them for a lot of damage. Actually, 6 dodges is only enough this one turn. Forgot about that. But that's fine. We still have taken 0 damage. Plus, I got the other syringe, so that should be another 3 dodges. And the syringe actually was by itself, so damage is going up. And we're going to block all the damage. So far, that guy basically killed himself. Hey look, it's free syringe. I should get rid of everything in the machine but a syringe or 2, because we could just endlessly scale that. Because we're already destroying things. And we're not even trying to do a lot of damage yet. It just sort of happened. Do we want to throw a healing? We probably should, just to be responsible. I like how it keeps dropping the brass knuckles like right for me. I didn't mean to pick up that sword with it. That was kind of a lazy grab on my part. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. The credit card is currently hitting for only 9. Now it's up to 17. It says permanently increase its damage, but I feel like it's resetting every turn. So I don't know what to make of that. So instead of stopping to try and figure that out, I'm just going to go ahead and keep hurting things. Gonna drop some more damage in. The syringe is going off twice because everything we pick up first is going off twice. The double-bladed sword would actually be interesting now. Attacks the nearest enemy for 20 damage, but we lose 5 health. But we get 10% of that back, so we'd lose 3 health, and that could go off potentially 3 or 4 times. Basically, I'm going to pick that up because that's also going to increase our strength if we damage ourselves with it, I think. That magnet's actually going to start to sort of work against us in that sense. I'm going to grab, hopefully, just the credit card if I can. Nope, we grabbed a few different things. No, it's back to 17 damage. Oh, it's going to go off twice, too. So now it's up to 25 damage. We killed whatever that was. And if the big sword goes twice, yeah, well, we hurt ourselves just a little bit with that, but we're going to be fine. And just to be sure, we're going to pick up the brass knuckles into super territory. So they've got to get through 6 dodges. And at which point they'll be long since dead. Especially because this is going to hurt them. They're almost dead as it is. And they deflected on themselves. The sickle is interesting. Attacks the nearest enemy for 15, 30% chance to crit. We have 10, so it'll be a 40% crit chance. Alright, well that's a considerable amount of damage coming our way. Can we have the brass knuckles land first, please? Yep, good. Okay, so at least we got 4 dodges. Hopefully we get both of these in one go. Whatever lands first, that's lots of damage. And plus we're mitigating at least some of what we had coming our way. There's a healing flask there we probably kind of want. If that goes first, that'll be 20 heals, but at the very least it's 10. So we'll take that. And then we're just going to take a whole big bite of whatever we can grab there, because that's all going to be a bunch of heals and everything anyway. Plus every time I do that, every time they hit us, our strength goes up, so they're really only making us more dangerous. There's a double strength thing, so we're starting to do some real damage. So once our strength goes up, we definitely want to grab lots of little things, but definitely more than that. But we did heal ourselves a little bit. Okay, we're going to need more heals than what we're getting. This might kill him. I was hoping the heal would land in there. Rerolled a few times, we're not really finding anything there, so we're just going to go straight to upgrading. I think we're going to try the healing flask. That's going to go 15 HP when collected. And the other brass knuckle. Now it's time for the boss. And what a boss it is. 500 HP, so how do we start this? Let's see if we can grab... Since he's not going to attack, we don't really need the brass knuckles yet, so let's see if we can grab some things around them and try and clear out the brass. The knife went off twice, was hoping for the sickle, which hit for 23. I tried to grab the brass knuckle by itself, it didn't work, and it was a really bad roll all around, so it's only 2 dodges. Explodes and deals 10 damage to you if it's not removed from the machine. Deals 20 damage to the nearest enemy when collected. Alright, well I guess we're going to collect it then, aren't we? Hopefully. Okay, we got heals with that too, which... wasn't really necessary, but it's going to go off and hit him twice. That's a lot of damage coming back our way, and I screwed up the brass knuckles again, so this fight is not going to be super great. It might still be okay, not if we're doing grabs like that. We need stronger magnets again. We're going to grab maybe the healing syringe. I don't know what's going to do more damage. Hopefully all of that. Can we grab all of that? Yeah, that's not bad. That'll work. That'll hit big, and he's down to not quite half HP. He did bring his bombs back in. He's going to hit us for 60 damage. We're gonna see if we can grab that bomb. Yeah, we actually did. Plus we got a bunch of other stuff, so at least he'll hit us, but we're at full HP. So we're gonna try and grab some big damage stuff. Please let that land first. And it did, so big damage to him, a little bit of heal for us. Gotta try and get down to that healing flask that's down there as well. Oh, that could have been good if that magnet had to hold all of that in there. I wish our strength was higher right now because I'd have more confidence. Well, we did get some heals out of this actually, so we might actually kill him right here. He does have some armor, got him. And we're going to start the savings account, 2% of your coins at the end of a fight. Up to a maximum of 100 now because they know better. And endless mode is going to look a little bit different now. I was really hoping for the brass knuckles times 6, but we'll make this work. Can't believe the credit card's only up to 33 damage. I thought it'd be way more by now. So I'm just going to keep throwing damage at the bomb thing. And once we actually start taking damage ourselves, actually we're probably going to deflect everything anyway. So I don't know if the bomb can even hurt us. I don't think it can. I think we're going to absolutely deflect that. But whatever the case, we'll be fine. I just want to collect the coins. It gives me dopamine to do that. I'm not here for anything else anymore. They'll all die eventually. We'll get rich. Okay, I got a double syringe towards the end of the battle, and that went off a lot of times. More brass knuckles. You can never have too many brass knuckles. We're going to start the syringe going now. I kind of wish I had more brass knuckles because that's a lot of damage coming back my way. Endless mode is much harder now. Come on, grab some brass knuckles. Oh, that almost actually worked. But they're sitting in a good position now. So once we tank all of this colossal damage, oh, they're making things bigger. To be honest, that almost kind of helps me. I don't want to grab the brass knuckles yet because nothing's going to hurt us this turn because we're going to kill them instead. Like this. That's going to go off twice, so 25, 25. 1 HP. Now is when you want to grab the brass knuckles, and that was the first time, so that's times 6, so he can't hurt us anymore. So let's see if we can dig out the credit card for more damage, which we definitely couldn't. 40 HP. We'll see if we can actually get in there to do something about that. You know what? This is going to go off twice and kill him. That's actually going to go off 3 times. All right, well, here's the next boss. Luckily, we got a very convenient grab, so we get 6 free shots on him. Then we're going to start rolling with everything we can. The syringe is going to be a big carrier for us here, so we need the syringe going every round. He is going to deflect one here. The syringe probably won't land first there, but that's fine because the syringe will land more damage to him. Going to try and grab the syringe by itself, and we actually got away with that, so that's going to be triple hit, so up to 45 per shot with that. And I need to kind of do something about this. I'm going to try and get that brass knuckle sort of at least free. Good enough. Think I could probably grab that syringe. Well, we grabbed that with some friends. Oh, but it landed first anyway, so that's still a double hit. The stuff gets stuck in the corners, and then it's really, really hard to get to. But at least you got the brass knuckles free, so I think we're going to be okay. Okay, we got the syringe by itself, so that's probably actually almost going to kill him by itself. Oh, it absolutely is. It was 100 over. Start each fight with 3 strength. That's an extra 3 damage. And that's on every single thing we do. And we're going to skip ahead to the next boss for the sake of not making this video 80 hours long and ruining my editor's life. So here we go. We got lots of deflect. We also start each fight with 6 strength now, so that's going to be another big boon for us. And there's even more deflect, and the credit card's going off for 67. He's also going to heal a lot every time he hits us, so that's not going to be super fun for us. But we're going to start syringing him as best we can, so that's going to add up to tons of damage. I also just realized how much money we have, so we should also be trying to get the gold dagger thrown at him, and that will be big damage also. He's going to hit us for nothing here, but hurt himself a lot. That was 10 damage per miss because he's dumb. Okay, get into the triple syringe going out, so that's going to be 41, 51, 61. Okay, I got the gold one going out, so that's 11 plus 51 on a crit. The syringe always lands so conveniently for me, so this is absolutely going to kill him. Heal 8 if you kill an enemy with a crit. And the next boss fight already, not off to a very great start because I'm trying to get a little bit too fine with it. Just give me one of those, and then we're pretty much home free because that's 6 deflects. We're even stronger than we were. I'm not going to go through the details of every little difference we've made, but we're going to do lots and lots of damage. He's already down 240. Basically everything we're hitting him with now tends to do just a lot. And once his syringe gets going, it's all over. Like, we're not even really strategizing at all, and he's already down to basically no health. And this is probably going to hurt him pretty bad. This isn't a super one, but even that's 50 damage. Basically, this is floor 8 out of infinity, and we just destroyed the boss. And for good measure, here's yet another boss, but our credit card is up to 101 damage already. If it was a little bigger, we'd easily be able to scoop it out by itself, but that's okay. It's only going to hit once, but it's still going to absolutely decimate him. And then we keep going with everything else, and this is just an endless loop at this point, with us slowly getting stronger, but also the enemies until one of us quits. Which, spoiler alert, will probably be me, but there we go, another boss absolutely wrecked. I got the next boss. I got a triple credit card going, so 119, 120, 127. Well, alright, I feel like I made my point.